Congratulations to all of the 2021 graduates from the Milken Institute School of Public Health. You are the ambassadors of change, and you will make a positive difference in the lives of so many. Congrats and raise high.
Congratulations to the Milken Institute School of Public Health's class of 2021. Special shout out to the community-oriented primary care graduates. Best wishes to you all.
Hi, class of 2021. I'm G. Miliaccio, Associate Dean for Applied Public Health at Milken. Congratulations, grads and our newest public health leaders. Wishing you the best. Now go forth and build a stronger public health infrastructure for our nation and the world.
Congratulations to the class of 2021 from the Milken Institute School of Public Health. We know you're going to go out there into the world, do great things, and make us very proud.
I'm Richard Riegelman, Founding Dean of the School of Public Health. It gives me great pleasure to congratulate our class of 2021. Our school and our students have come a long way and made great progress in this year of COVID. I'm confident that you will keep public health central to making the world healthier and more equitable. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. I'm Sarah Walensky, Assistant Dean for Undergraduate Education at Milken. We're so proud of all you've accomplished at GW and look forward to seeing you take your passion, dedication, and joy for public health issues out into the world. Raise high, class of 2021.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You've persevered and been through so much. So good luck out there and stay in touch.
Congratulations, everyone. This is Professor Faywat. I'm very proud of you. Soar high and don't forget to keep in touch. Take care.
Hello, Milken Institute School of Public Health graduates. Professor Zoe Beckerman here. So proud of you. Huge congrats. Can't wait to see what you're going to do with all the skills you've built out in the real world, making us proud. Be well. Congrats.
Class of 2021, Masters in Health Administration graduates, congratulations to all of you. I am so happy for you for reaching this milestone in your educational journey. And most importantly, I look forward to all of the amazing things that you are going to accomplish post-graduation. And I'm excited to follow you on LinkedIn and see all of your achievements. Again, congratulations on your graduation.
Congratulations to the MPH graduating class. I'm so proud of you and so excited for your next steps in your professional public health journey. It's been a pleasure working with you, and I wish you the best of luck in all that lies ahead.
Congratulations, public health graduates. It has been a trying year for sure, but you made it. You persevered and you made it on the other side. And it gives me a great deal of hope that you, as our future leaders, are going to make the world a better place. So congratulations, class of 2021. You deserve it.
Congratulations to the School of Public Health class of 2021. What an accomplishment. Way to go. You did it.
Congratulations to the great class of 2021. Your perseverance, dedication, and resilience are inspiring. We wish you all the best and all that lies ahead for you. Again, congratulations.
Welcome to the George Washington University Commencement Celebrations 2021. One generation to the next. With pride and purpose. Celebrating 200 years of Only at GW moments. In a time like no other, communities have come together, made a difference, faced adversity with perseverance and resilience. All moments that defined us and a generation. The Milken Institute School of Public Health congratulates our graduates for their accomplishments, innovations, discoveries, and success. Raise high. The 2021 Commencement Celebration for the Milken Institute School of Public Health. Please welcome Dean Lynn R. Goldman.
Good evening, everyone. I am Lynn Goldman, the Michael and Lori Milken Dean at the Milken Institute School of Public Health at George Washington University. I am so happy to welcome you here to our 2021 virtual graduation celebration event. I don't think any one of us could have imagined that we would again, for a second year in a row, be celebrating virtually. But the good news is, with a vaccine rollout and continued masking and social distancing, this will hopefully be the last time. During this unprecedented time of disease, racism, and violence, there is also reason for hope. The reason is you, our 2021 graduates. Public health needs a national awakening and a reinvestment, and we can't do it without trained leaders, experts, and practitioners. Let us begin our celebration with the national anthem sung by our very own Brittany Boachi, class of 2021, who is graduating with an MPH in epidemiology. Brittany was born and raised in the DMV region, currently residing in Montgomery County, Maryland. Brittany's previous experience working in clinical settings and passion for health equity and preventive health care drove her to pursue the field of epidemiology. Her interests are in chronic disease, nutrition, and the environment, and how these particularly impact women and children. So, no matter where you are seated across the world, will everyone please rise?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Some in our community have lost family and friends due to the pandemic, and my heart and support goes out to all of you. This past year has been a struggle, and we don't exactly know what the future looks like. But I do know this. This is truly your moment to shine. The world needs highly trained and skilled public health experts more than ever, and you are graduating at a time like no other in history. I am so proud at this moment to be your dean, for I recognize and applaud your passion and commitment to public health. I don't doubt for a minute that each of you will have a tremendous positive impact wherever your journey takes you after today. Today, we are graduating about 1,200 bachelor's, master's, and doctoral students. They contribute enormously to our community and to the educational process within our school. Whether passionate about community service, global health, ending health disparities, delivering health and public health care, promoting social justice, or saving the environment, what they share is a commitment to excellence, a quest for the truth, and an enthusiasm about their work that is infectious and makes it wonderful to be a part of this school every day. We have a tradition at graduation which I would still like to honor even though we can't be together physically. So, wherever you are, graduates, would you please rise so that we can recognize your outstanding achievements and tell you that the Milken Institute School of Public Health is very, very proud of you. I can hear your family and loved ones clapping for you. Now, Graduating students, you are here today because of your hard work, but also because of the instruction of our brilliant and dedicated professors. Faculty, please accept our appreciation for all you do every day to make this an outstanding school. We applaud you. Often, our parents, our families, and our friends supply the support that we need to follow our dreams. Parents, families, and friends of the Milken Institute School of Public Health class of 2021, take this moment to accept our thanks. We applaud you. To our newest graduates, I congratulate you on behalf of the thousands of our alumni worldwide and welcome you to our alumni family. Your GW experience does not end today. It continues from this day forward. I invite you to get involved with our alumni network as a way to connect with your fellow recent alumni. Please stay connected to our school. Each year, the school selects a student to present an address on behalf of the student body. This year, our speaker is Alicia Stillman from the online MPH program. Alicia lives in Michigan with her husband of 32 years and her 2 children live in Chicago. She earned her MBA 35 years ago and is the CFO of a multi-state litigation law firm. Not only did Alicia work full-time while earning her MPH, she also is the co-founder and director of the Emily Stillman Foundation and the co-founder and co-director of the Meningitis B Action Project. She decided to go back to school after 2 family members lost their lives due to poor public health policy. She says the best part of her experience at GW is the relevance of the curriculum and her professors with the applicable experience that is added to every class. Please join me in welcoming Alicia.
Thank you, Dean Goldman. Good evening, fellow graduates, faculty, distinguished guests, parents, family, and friends. My name is Alicia Stillman. I am a member of the 2021 graduating class of the George Washington University Milken Institute School of Public Health, and it is my absolute pleasure and honor to be here today. 3 years ago, when I applied to the Master of Public Health program, I was searching for answers. I had earned my MBA nearly 35 years before, and I had experienced a rewarding career as the CFO of a multi-state law firm. My husband and I were empty nesters as our children were grown and flown. But at 55 years old, instead of thinking about winding down, I was still winding up. You see, I lost 2 very special people in my life to poor public health policy, and I needed answers. I needed to reconcile the difference between public health and private choices. I needed the knowledge. In 2013, I lost my middle daughter to a vaccine-preventable disease because the vaccine that would have protected her had not yet been licensed in the United States. One night, she called home from her college dorm room with a headache. The next day, I was told she was brain dead. As I said goodbye to my daughter, hooked up to all kinds of machines, I promised her I would be her voice. I promised her I would figure out what happened to her, and I would make sure that it didn't happen in other families. My family and I created a foundation in her memory, and I began to work all over the country, advocating for vaccination and organ and tissue donation and health and wellness around the world. But I didn't fully understand the world that I was attempting to navigate. So I began working towards yet this new graduate degree, and it was scary. I had entered the world of academics, and let me tell you, it was a whole different world than the one I had left 35 years before. As I explained to the other students in my first class, the last time I had done research, we used a card catalog and microfiche machines. Here, I learned to navigate through the online world of PubMed and Medline with ease. When I had last attended class lectures, I sat in big lecture halls and took notes with pencils and paper. Here at GW, I became confident in a Zoom classroom, and that was even before COVID made it fashionable. I learned how to take notes on a computer. My previous term papers were typed on a typewriter, and my best friend was whiteout. Well, here I learned to draft, edit, and even turn in term papers in Word documents. Whoa. And exams, we didn't use the blue books anymore. So in this program, I was immersed in group projects, lectures, papers, research, and I felt like a sponge. I loved this whole new academic world, and I couldn't take in the knowledge fast enough or deep enough. I was in my element. And then March of 2020 hit, COVID, and the world became forever different. Here, I was living out my curriculum in real time. From the history of public health to biology, epidemiology, with communication, leadership, vaccinology, law and policy, and all the way to statistical analysis and health service delivery. What an unbelievable time to live through a pandemic for me to be in a graduate health program. So 2.5 years later, here I am, graduating. I have absorbed enough information to fill every pore, every crevice of my brain. And do I have the answers I was so desperately seeking? No, I just have more questions. But the knowledge and the experience I've gained in this program has taught me how to ask my questions differently. I'm proud today to graduate. I'm proud of what I've accomplished. I'm also grateful to every one of my professors and advisors for not providing me the answers I was constantly asking, but for providing me with different lenses with which to search. I'm grateful to all my classmates. The in-class discussions were always thought-provoking, and they were a big part of my journey. I thank my husband and children for putting up with their wife and mother becoming a student again so late in life. I know that was not easy. And I thank my parents for their generosity and support, for always going above and beyond. Finally, I congratulate all of us graduates for accomplishing this major milestone. May we become the voice that our world needs now. May we reconcile what public health means together, and may we put this tremendously valuable education into action as we make our mark on the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Alicia, for sharing such a personal and inspiring story. This year, for the first time, we're going to try something a little different. We invited New Mexico Senator Tom Udall to join me to discuss leadership and other critical issues facing our country. Senator Udall may have retired from the Senate in January 2021, but he is not retiring from public service and intends to continue to fight for the issues he cares about. I am delighted to welcome Senator Udall as our graduation speaker this year. Many of you know Tom as the U.S. Senator from New Mexico, from which he retired in January 2021, but I know Tom as a friend and fellow warrior with respect to climate issues and toxic chemicals. This year, we thought we would do things differently and have a conversation with Tom to talk leadership, the most pressing issues facing our country, and his thoughts about the nation's future and the role our graduates will play. Welcome, Senator Udall.
Dean, thank you so much. And let me just, before you go a little bit further, just congratulate your wonderful class of graduates. This is a huge accomplishment to do what they have done. And I'm sure their families, their parents, all their family members are very proud of them. And let me also say, I think it's a very difficult time to enter onto the public health stage. We saw that the last 4 years in our country with our major public health figures at odds with the president. So it's a very, very difficult time, but I have great hope. And I have great hope because of your graduates and because of the young people in this country that are really stepping up to the plate. Thank you.
Tom, thanks so much for being here today and for those words for our graduates. I can assure you they're up to the challenge. But I want to start by talking about leadership. We in public health owe you our gratitude for many things. Your defense of the ACA, your strong and compassionate advocacy for the children who have been separated from their families at the US border when it was politically inconvenient to do so, and your role in assuring the most vulnerable were addressed in COVID-19 legislation. Leadership is a subject our students are always curious about. During your successful service in the US Senate, what I recognized firsthand was your leadership with the first major environmental legislation passed by Congress in 25 years, the Frank R. Lautenberg Chemical Safety Act for the 21st century. You were able to reach across the aisle, and not only with support from leadership, but sometimes when you didn't have support from leadership. But you got things done where so many others have failed. Can you tell us a bit about your secrets to success?
Sure. Lynn, first of all, you know, I happened upon, and a lot of it was because of your good work in the government, a very broken law, the Toxic Substances Control Act. And so I thought it had to be reformed to protect our children and to protect our families. And of course, the first part of leadership is understanding the facts, being positive, being well prepared, and making a good argument. But I would also say another part of leadership is what I would call active listening. You know, not listening to figure out when you can get a word in, but really trying to listen and walk in the shoes of the person that you're talking to or the group that you're talking to in terms of answering questions. Another very important part of leadership is, I believe, treating others the way you would like to be treated. Many times in leadership positions, you're treated very harshly by a variety of people. But I think the best approach is the one that I just outlined there. And the other thing I would say when it comes to change and advocating for a good idea, a great idea, you know, these things don't happen automatically. You have to build buy-in. When you're a member of the United States Senate and you're going to change a major statute, you need to build buy-in out in the environmental community and the public health community and many other communities. And then you need to build that with your colleagues. And I've seen so many great ideas just disappear because people didn't commit themselves to buy-in. You know, one thing I think that's remarkable, Dean, about your career, and I'd like to just ask you a question. I'm sure that your graduates would love to hear your secrets. You left an incredible career as a public health physician, as a pediatrician, and as an epidemiologist to go into government back in the 1990s with a president who called upon you to be the assistant administrator for toxics. First of all, why did you leave? Why did you step into that public leadership, and what did you learn in that public arena about leadership that carried into the next things you've done?
Well, thank you for asking me that question. You know, I think at that time in my life, I felt I could make a difference for the health of everybody in the country. And that would be a unique opportunity, perhaps, to be able to do that. And in a way, it was such an honor to be able to serve, to be given that kind of responsibility, and to have a chance to work with the people across the Clinton administration who truly were great people. You know, one of the things that people believe in this country is that most people in Washington are not good people. People believe that it's a swamp here. They think that people are motivated by bad intentions. And yet, I run into so many who are not like that, who are motivated by altruism, who care, who are idealistic, who, you know, like President he said, you know, to give to your country. And I felt that way about you. I have to say that, you know, that you have that kind of motive. Although I wondered, you know, when it came to chemical safety and reform, someone like me, I'm kind of a technical person, I'm a physician, I'm a scientist, I kind of can understand the innards of all of that, but what caused you to care so much about that?
Well, and Lynn, as you know, I had a father. I grew up with a man by the name of Stuart Udall. A very, very young age. I spent a lot of time in the outdoors. And in one sense, I really grew up with Rachel Carson because my father was her champion in the Kennedy administration. When she stepped forward with Silent Spring and with her ideas of how nature was being harmed and how people might be harmed and really stood up for safety, this was a big thing. And the chemical industry went after her. And so when my father talked about her and told me about her, I think one of the lessons that I learned was that when we move forward with our economy, we should do so sustainably. We should do so that we don't hurt others. And in this case, in her case, she was pointing out where chemicals were hurting the birds. We have many chemicals today that are hurting our children. And so I just got a passion for this when I learned that the Toxic Substances Control Act was completely broken and the EPA couldn't move forward without new legislation. And you were a big part of that. And I think that's one of the things that I want to tell your graduates. You've got a great dean and a wonderful role model.
I have to say, Tom, that your father was a hero of mine, and as well as the fact that you are. And it must have been quite an experience growing up in such a household. I know that you have a deep appreciation for the outdoors, for wilderness, and all those values that have to do with conservation and environmentalism. One of the huge challenges that's facing us is global warming, climate change. And many people in my public health community are concerned about the fact that we're already seeing health consequences, that the changes that are occurring, whether it is more storms, changes in vector-borne diseases, the forest fires, even the big freeze that happened this year in my state of Texas, which had such an enormous impact on public health. What can we do to face that challenge? No one ever thought we could achieve a bipartisan consensus on chemicals and health, yet we did that. Can we do so with climate? I think we must. I think it's an urgent need, but how do we do it when we have an issue that has become so polarized in this country?
And Lynn, I think you're so right there. I remember the wonderful storyteller Mark Twain. He always used to say, first get the facts, then you can distort them any way you want. And when you get the facts today, as you've just talked a little bit about some of the facts, and I'm going to just raise one more fact, you know, we're still today using the world, the planet, using over 80 million barrels of oil a day in the world. So we're not making much progress on that front. But I would say the hopeful thing is that there are very good, strong laws that are being passed at the local level. We don't, as you have pointed out, have the consensus at the national level. This is an area that is so important to public health. And so I hope your graduates are going to step up to the plate. And by stepping up to the plate, not only do they do things themselves, but they put pressure onto the political system because we have the solutions. They're right there today. Almost all of them are in front of us, but we don't have the political will. So everybody, you need to be like your dean, Lynn Goldman, and say, I'm going to do a little extra in the public arena and speak up about the issues that are really important for our planet. And climate, I believe, is one of the very, very biggest.
Well, yeah, I think you make a good point for our students, and that is that every major change starts locally. I remember even with chemicals, how there were state and local provisions that were done, maybe one chemical at a time. Some of the companies decided to stop marketing some of these chemicals, and that helped to create pressure for a change in the federal policy. And maybe we'll see that with climate as well. Certainly there are a lot of great efforts going on in every community in our country. So our students, many of them, as they look forward to their futures in public health, they want to lead, they want to make an impact. Some of them are going to wind up in local communities. Some of them will be working in Washington, maybe on the Hill with your former colleagues. Some of them will be in global health. Some of them will work for corporations. But what advice can you give our students as they look toward their own futures in public health?
Well, one of the things that I would say for people beginning their service in public health and trying it out a little bit in the public sector is look for good role models and look for people that you respect and admire that can mentor you a little bit. I think on reflecting here at this graduation ceremony, Dean Goldman, you're an incredible role model, somebody who trained and was such you had this incredible career, and then you go into public service, and now you're back in academia. I mean, it's remarkable, the work that you've done. I think everybody knows probably that you led on pesticides and passed a piece of legislation, I believe in 1996, that protected children from pesticides. So you find people that have that. I think another role model right now in the public health arena is Dr. Anthony Fauci. Watching him the last 4 years, so respected, but having to put up with abuse, having basic public health principles being challenged, and having to stand in the public arena as a public employee and deal with that. Very, very difficult, and he did it very well. And so the virtues I take away from you and for Dr. Fauci and from others that I admire are, number one, patience. Patience. You have to, when you get into this arena, you're not going to get everything immediately. And so I would just urge your graduates to cultivate that virtue of patience. And the other virtue I think that is a good one is the one of humility, of trying to make sure that you don't think you have all the answers, that you are an active listener, and that you're trying to do everything you can to come to the best position while listening to others and while working with others. So your graduates are absolutely remarkable. I've heard so much about them. I'm so proud of them. I know their families are proud of them. It's just wonderful to have been with them today. Thank you so much for making this opportunity available for me.
And thank you so much for joining us. It's been a real honor to have you with us here today. Thank you so much, Tom Udall.
Pleasure.
It is now my honor to recognize a couple of students from the School of Public Health. It is my pleasure to honor Mary St. Julian, the Milken Institute School of Public Health's Dean's Award winner. Mary is graduating this year with her Master in Health Administration. Mary is a licensed practical nurse and has worked in various settings from pediatrics to geriatrics through her career. She became a full-time student in 2019 with a hope to help improve the healthcare system. While at GW, she worked at the Lloyd F. Moss Free Clinic, learning more about the financial, compliance, and leadership side of healthcare. She was also a member of the Public Health Student Association, or PHSA, and this year was the president. She did this while raising 3 children and just welcomed child number 4 in mid-April. Congratulations, Mary. Now, I would like to honor the School of Public Health Distinguished Scholar for our undergraduates, Viveka Furness. Viveka will receive her BS in Public Health and continue on at our school as a Presidential Fellow, pursuing her MPH in Global Health Program Design, Monitoring, and Evaluation, where she will continue to foster her passion for global health equity. Viveka is involved with reproductive rights issues and is a member of the Students Against Sexual Assaults Council of Intersectionality. She has held numerous leadership positions in local health advocacy organizations, including Voices for Choices, Globe Med at GW, and the Grassroots Project. Viveka has also advocated for improved health outcomes and an intersectional approach to health equity through her work with the American Public Health Association here in Washington, D.C., Amazon Watch in California, Set Her Free in Uganda, the Kenya Medical Research Institute, and Aarti for Girls in Kadapa, India. It is now time to hear from Dean Jane Hyatt Thorpe, our Senior Associate Dean for Academic, Student, and Faculty Affairs.
Thank you, Dean Goldman, and hello, everyone. Every year, students at the Milken Institute School of Public Health recommend and vote for faculty members who have made a significant and lasting contribution to their learning and professional growth at both the undergraduate and graduate level. It is my honor to present the Excellence in Teaching Awards this year. Our first award is the Excellence in Teaching at the undergraduate level. This year's honoree is Dr. Amanda Visick from our Exercise and Nutrition Sciences Department. Dr. Visick teaches psychology of injury and rehabilitation and exercise and health psychology to our undergraduate students. Her energy and passion for public health and sports participation as a public health practice is contagious. One student noted, "I had such a positive experience in her class where she would engage and stimulate discussion amongst her students in such a captivating way that made the material not only digestible but also enjoyable. The way in which she motivates my academic and professional endeavors with consistent feedback to promote growth is unlike any other experience." Another noted, "She is the reason I keep pushing myself in classes, even classes other than hers." Congratulations, Dr. Visick. Our next award is for Excellence in Teaching in the Residential Graduate Programs. Our honoree is Dr. Scott Quinlan from our Department of Biostatistics and Bioinformatics. Dr. Quinlan teaches courses in epidemiology and biostatistics at the graduate level. Students appreciate his hands-on approach to teaching complex matters. One student noted, "Dr. Quinlan is one of the best professors I've ever had. He is incredibly skilled at taking a complex subject, like advanced data analysis, and making it easy to understand. His teaching style, slide design, slide content, and availability outside of class makes it clear that he truly cares that his students learn the material." Another commented, "Professor Quinlan's class is engaging, accessible, and incredibly informative. He was so patient with every student, and he answered every question with clarity and ease." Congratulations, Dr. Quinlan. Our last teaching award is for Excellence in Teaching in the Online Graduate Programs. Our honoree is Dr. Peter LaPuma from our Department of Environmental and Occupational Health. Sustainable energy and sustainable living have long been areas of academic and personal interest for Dr. LaPuma. He teaches a range of environmentally focused courses, including Environmental and Biological Foundations of Public Health. One student shared, "He is so enthusiastic and knowledgeable about his material that I couldn't help but do my best in his class. His teaching style and passion make you want to love it as much as he does and really learn the material." Another noted, "Dr. LaPuma is the best professor I've had in my life. He's incredibly talented and brilliant, and you can tell he is so passionate and interested in what he teaches." Congratulations, Dr. LaPuma. Congratulations to all the awardees, and a big thank you to our entire faculty who support all of our students in their academic journeys and have true lasting impacts on their professional development. I also want to send a very special recognition for all the hard work and teaching and learning adaptation our faculty and students have undergone during the pandemic. We are still truly in this together. Thank you. Now back to Dean Goldman.
Each year, it is a tradition of the school for our students to create and recite a graduating student oath, one that will inspire our graduates and always remind them to keep working hard. This year, this important task was led by Mona Azadi, Nikisha Charles, Nina Coleman, Alexandra Faleko, Rashmi Krishnaswamy, Debbie Lee, Rawan Sanda, and Precious Smith. The oath for the class of 2021 is on the screen. We hope you can read along and keep this in your hearts and minds.
We, the 2021 graduating class of the George Washington University Milken Institute School of Public Health, strive to
serve with compassion, trustworthiness, accountability, and dignity.
Promote equal, high quality, and long-term access to health and wellness by prioritizing community needs and leveraging health technologies and data.
Build a more just and equitable society through cultural sensitivity, understanding, and commitment to dismantling structural racism in all its forms.
Champion climate preservation as a promotion of psychological, physical, and environmental wellness. In the presence of our loved ones, peers, faculty, and mentors as witnesses, we pledge to always advocate for the improved health of all individuals we come across.
We are bound to the responsibilities and values of our respective disciplines to honor
our oath as public health professionals.
Thank you, Oath Committee. And now, Dean Thorpe will present our degree candidates.
Thank you, Oath Committee and Dean Goldman. Ladies and gentlemen, the Milken Institute School of Public Health will now present our degree candidates. However, before I present the degrees, it is worth noting again what an extraordinary year this has been, during which most of our graduates completed their coursework. Not only did they face rigorous academic challenges, including defending their dissertations and culminating experiences virtually and completing their coursework virtually, but they also faced living through a pandemic. This brought unexpected housing challenges, professional challenges, family and personal challenges, including child and parental care, and the general uncertainty we all have faced during this unprecedented time. I could not be prouder of our 2021 graduates who rose to the challenge on so many levels. I am inspired by each and every one of them and look forward to their continued professional and personal success. Our public health and healthcare system are in good hands with these graduates. I now present the candidates for Doctor of Philosophy.
Anya Na Zagopian, Jessica Fung Deeren, Chu-Shi Huang, Farah Muhana, Lindsay Janine Powers-Hap.
I now present the candidates for Doctor of Public Health.
MPH Nuf Alwatban MD, Morgane Alexandra Bennett, Diaz Aigalo Galan, Floriza Frere Janari, Aga Zahar Gol, Natalie Pritchard Haley, Suril Snehal Mehta, Adrian Pfeiffer, Syed Shabab Wahid.
I now present the candidates for Master of Science.
Esther Aben, Daniel Anasakis, Yvonne Arena, Eric Bell, Liana May Bethala, L. Smith Burbank, Cynthia Cabales, Matthew Michael Chait, Johanna Elizabeth Cotton, Ashlyn Donahue, Eve Jizga, Jamari Rashad Flowers, Ariel Glass, John Philip Grundy Jr., Marie Catherine Annalie Hager, Lisa Nicole Jackson. Adelize K. Johnson. Deborah Karen Johnson. Uday Kirthi Kalagay. Anna Ann King. Rohit Kotapati. Hannah Noel Lee. Debbie Lay. Janice Melanie Leone. Blaine Lintz. Candice Monet Little. Caitlin McNair. Samantha Rose Monaco. Randall Justine Nelson. Francis Netzel. Ham M. Wynn. Christine Akinye Odango. Jane Ogogon. Catherine Hannah Park. Abigail J. Perzusek. Gregory Sanders. Aaron Schenker. Rashonda Singmore. Alexis Nicole Smith. Safruha Taher. Lindsay Townsend. Robin Townsend. Allison Trago.
I now present the candidates for Master of Health Administration.
Todd Michael Adair. Anam Ahmad. Yusra Ahmed. Puya Sathya Alakpati. James Oren Alexander. Elsie Ansong. Carly Eliana Augustine. Sean Dwayne Baptiste. Nabia Bhatti. Carr Billings. Lisa Marie Bingaman. Markia Bulware. Ashley Nicole Bergamy. Alexander Bergman. Sarah Alice Calhoun. Zishan Mazar Chungtai. Nina Coleman. Alicia Rose Coletti. Kelly Aiko Kronik. Michael Angelo Fielcuento. Kathy Dow. Estefania Dalgo. Rachel Shalene Doctorman. Adiza Claire Egolum. Madeline Rose Fell. Kalian Rose Ferguson. Edward Vazal de Monter Fletcher. Che Daniel Frost. Albin George Jr. Danielle Grant. Kristen Nicole Green. Daniel Thomas Griffith. Kim Guido. Ariane Gutierrez. Michael Hagopian. Andrea B. Hamilton. Adeline Elisa Harris Ketawa. Heather Ann Hayes, Essence Howell, Victor Huddleston, Kamal Imtiaz, Fahad Al-Islam, Nisarg Puyesh Joshi, Jacob Keller, Kristen Kintz, Sarah Marie Knapp, Sarah Colleen Kahowski, Daniel Kaye, Gerard Mario Mati La Chica, Samantha Lane, Delati Abla Lugo, Casey Erin Lynch, Catherine Ma, Cam Magazihi, Larry Carmaine McMillan, Kelly Elizabeth McPhenia, Essener Rashid Mia, Sana Merchant, Sam Myers, Katrina Lauren Milan, Carolyn Moni, Heidi Hageman Moreland, Anna Christine Morris, Allison Muir, Saypriya Neddy, Rachel Nicole Newman, Deborah L. Newton, Shannon Newski, Adayinka Hana Olojide, Kenneth C. Onuoha, Jeffrey A. Orr, Justine May C. Paran, Brian McMaster Pate, Sunil D. Patel, Zachary Pingree, Alexis Ellen Pinkley, Banu Piyari Sakina, Aisha Kadir Khan, Ashwath Raj, Ronald Ray Jr., Caitlin Ashley Roser, Justin Rosen, Alexa Nicole Rubin, Guillermo Ruiz, Esther Rue, Joanne Haddad, Alexis Jonathan Sandoval, Arslan Syed, Jeffrey Schechter, Stephanie Schmidt, Michelle Schmidt, Keisha Rajesh Shah, Shimoni Shah, Fiza Ali Sheikh, Craig Sherman, Ramiz Siddiqui, Dwayne L. Simmons, Keisha Rashonda Simmons, Carolyn Siri, Elon Nadine Smith, Randy Spencer, Mary St. Julian, David Allen Sternberg, Carlicia Stokes, Kenneth Michael Stokes, Ryan James Sutherland, Ronald Taylor, Tamika Thomas, Michelle Pamela Tillman, Tui Hang Jessica Tran, Henry Y. Ventura, Eliza Maria Aileen Vitale, Jody Ruth Waldron, Scott Walker, Meredith Colleen Waters, William O. Welch, Catherine Elizabeth Yeinik, Imelda Zayed, Raquita Zaze.
I now present the candidates for Master of Public Health.
Rosalie N. Abbott, Anu Fuad Saleh Abdel Jawad, Nora Abdel Rahman, Dainan Salah Abdelatif, Rana Imad Rahman, Ashkan Abedini, Gabriela Guerra Abrego, Christine Maria Costa, Faye Fadiola, Aditola Adioshun, Mira Agneshwar, Catherine Ojimfra Kumi, Sayadatun Ahana, Shabnam Shakur Ahmed, Fatima N. Akbar, Charity I. Akidanor, Chisara Alemole, Cassandra Allen, Jasmine Allen, Kimberly Allen, Annie Ibrahim Toma Al-Najjar, Catherine Baker Alpert, Aliyah Al-Sadi, Mohammed Noor Al-Sharif MD, Geneva Daniel Alvarez, Nazra Amin, Kayenat Amir, Ian Martin Anderson, Susan Michelle Smith Andrews, Catherine Angevine, Tamia Denise Anthony, Yarusa Anwar, Gabriel Aranda Pino, Lauren Victoriana Arcenas, Jessie Nicole Armstrong, Carrie Andrea Arokiam, Suzanne Arrington, Chinyera Ada Asanya MD, Maliha Ashraf, Carolyn Amanda Asturias, Stephen Edward Och I, Melissa Blake On, James Thomas Aylward, Mona Azadi, Hisham Baldreldin, Shida Badre, Carla Krista Bagley, Ji Young Bake, Baglin Bizakova, Amira Hadia Bakir, Jennifer Mary Baluk, Aminat Adesanmi Balagan, Joyশ্রী Banik, Jacqueline Kate Banos, Charles F. Barbera, MD, Alexis K. Barnes, Tyler Barnhart, Abigail Francis Berry, Abigail Barth, Jonathan Annabelle Batris Alveno, Leah Botter, Colby Beach, Anthony D. Bedward, Fikr Bekala, Sarah Belay, Jordan Robert Belkin, Nellie K. Belladent, Alexis Benizek, Eve Smith Benjamin, Kayla Marie Benson, Peter Zachary Berger, Milena Berhane, Bonnie Berkeley, Caitlin Nicole Bernard, Alexandra Elise Bernowski, Lisbeth C. Best, Ranjit K. Bangu,
Millie Bhatia,
Candice Hope Bias, Patrick David Bish, Anya Belakovich,
Catherine Black,
Rachel Ann Blinka, Brittany Boachi, Tanisha Bolden, Haley Elizabeth Bonneau, Brooke Ellen Boring, Paul Bradley, Jessica Sherburne Brand, Jocelyn Bravo Bueno, Elise Marie Braxton, Elizabeth Brickman, Cheyenne H. Bridger, Carly Keller Brinkman, Caitlin Brooks, Alexis Tyler Brown, Charlotte Guttrich, Kira R. Brown, Zamir Montrell Brown, Christy Baranamorn, Sarah Elizabeth Burkham, Thomas C. Burke, Danielle Burns, Haley Adele Barros, Taylor Helen Butler, Morgan Caitlin Bird, Haley Dawn Campbell, Kathleen Ann Campbell, MD, Alexandra Campion, Audrey Ruth Caprio, Emma Jane Carlson, Ebony Monique Carlton, Natasha Ann Carney, Regina Ann Carpenter, Alejandro Javier Carrasco, Monica Kanaim Coward, Alexis Carson, Kate Carson, Carolyn Casey, Antonio Canstonin Lunan, Brittany Michelle Caven, Hermancina Saliska, Vincent A. Cervantes, Eleanor Cha, Kimberly Chadwell, Julie Chamberlain, Miriam Chaponier, Nikisha Charles, Laura Max Charney, Edwin Yukai Chen, Lauren Chi, Katia Chakun, Pazve Netsa Sekai Chekawero, Sung Hee Cho, Manar Man Chaudhry, Samantha Ann Christensen, Lalita Chulamoka, Amelia R. Cirancioni, Emily Clare, Julie Dickinson Clark, Sophia Clark Mendez, Vicky Michelle Anta Clement, Dan Clementi, Sterling Clemens, Meredith Clemens, Anne Louise Collins, Nasu Myra Conte, Emma Catherine Cook, Michelle E. Cook, Elizabeth Nicole Cook, Carolyn Cooney, Amelia Jo Kaur, Eramana Correa, Charisse Cosson, Tessa Elizabeth Cautry Davenport, Cassinia Colson, Carly Lynn Cox, Hu Han Cox, Dineen Louise Crater, Carly Crave, Lorena Brianne Crump, Natasha Cruz, Roxana Culbertson, Scott Edward Curtis, Paige Natalia Curtis Campbell, Ahmad Shakur Dadgar, Amani Salama Dahir, Yvette Daly,
Stefania D'Ambrosio,
Gloria Ibahi Damolekun, Christy Dang, Erin Ashley Darbuz, Ashley Nicole Darby, Ronit Datistar, Sena Datar, Destiny L. Davis, Sarah Jean Davis, Sydney Marissa Royce Davis, Alexia DeBrasi, Gustav Defoe Capche, Jennifer Lori Del Grande, Janae Lenice DeMary, Sabrina Destin, Mariama Kamara Diate, Maribel Diaz, Diana Carolina Diaz Madera, Faustina Dixon, Erica DeMarco, Brenda S. DeMaya, Sarah Elizabeth Dinwiddle, Carrie Wisdom Dittmeyer, Aaliyah Pillar Dixon, Elizabeth Q. Doe, Samuel Dobbs, Rendell Thomas Doctor, Halima Naja Daka, Alicia Dolan, Jenny Amorita Dolan, Lucy N. Dollinger, Shane Dung, Stephanie Megan Doran, Joseph Daniel Dorn, Elizabeth Dorsey, Hina Dashi, Shyam Dua, Christy Liana Dudash, Joseph Dudenhofer, Libby Marie Dernwald, Ayubami Elizabeth Durasinmi, Udaka Precious Durana, Madison Lee Eberhardt, Caitlin Marie Eckley, Sharon Elizabeth Eichhorn, Cody James Elias, Lauren Ellis, Brittany Jill Engelman, Anna Matilda Epstein, Juan Escobar, Douglas Bleakley Escobedo, Jessica Espinoza, Melissa Espinoza, Michelle Esman, Patricia Adeline Ewing, Angela Lishe Exon, Megan Marie Fainer, Amgad Farah Abdelmajid Farah, Ashley Farfan, Fatima Muhammad Bila Farouk, Garrett Fahringer, Erica Jane Faust, Joshua Fazell, Kidis Yosef Feloka, Mariana Felix Kim, Sydney Elizabeth Fellows, Sarah Ann Farrell, Shoshana Fishbein, Lisa Celia Flaherty, Christian Miguel Blas Flores, Karen L. Florio, Maria Grace Flory, Kizoundra Flowers, Zaina Victoria Flutie, Chanel Naomi Folger, Malika DeLuz Fontes, Jansen Genevieve Foster, Gladys Emaine Fatso Checkham, Sydney Alexandra Frazier, Alexandra C. French, Amber Lynn Frenzo, Jana Friedley, Bridget Fusigna, Megan First, Tyler Kenzo Fukai, Fernanda A. Gallo Moreno, Connor Patrick Galvin, Amanda Lynn Gano, Lauren Alicia Garcia, Yanira N. Garcia Mendoza, Tamara Laurel Gale, Shemata Verge, Haymanat Hitageshu Gebre, Bessie George, Michelle George, Catherine Lisbeth Gerhard, Zara Salman Giasadin, Katrina Hunter Janjobi, Alexandra Geed, Natalie Gish, Fraser Ross Glenn, Elisa Royal Goldberg, Nicolette Gabriela Gonzalez, Laura Isabel Gonzalez, Samantha Gonzalez, Taylor Marie Gordon, Erin E. Gottschalk Weeks, Mary Esther Gordon, Michaela Grebzinski, Gabriella Nicole Granada, Kimberly Graves Mongathy, Nekole S. Gray, Catherine Kingsbury Greco, Eli Greenspan, Carla Griffin,
Demitope Grillo,
Zacharija Gurenosero, Mahili Pathinchara Gadaratna,
Claudia Walker Habib,
Layla Shamsuddin Habib, Daniel Hafner, Brooke Nicole Hagarat, Deanna Nicole Haro,
James Fillerup Hall,
Agnes Ham Latrat, Layla Handu, Anthony Kazumzadeh Hanani, Kyla Renee Hansen, Noelle Margaret Harada, Christina Beth Harley, Madison Rose Harmon, Arij Haroon, Ashley Sarah Harper, Brandon Harper, Crystal Tamara Harrell, Leah Harris, Jane Harris Esposito, Izioma Alvita Hart, Madia Hashmi, Syed Adil Hassan, Megan Hathaway, Emily Malloy Hawthorne, Kendra Hayden, Crystal T. Hayes, Luke Joshua Hayslip,
Jeline B. Head,
Rachel Hines. Jessica Christine Helm. Abigail Jo Hennon. Marisa Jo Herman. Meredith Hernlin. Brenda Claire Hayesen. Allison N. Hill. Danielle Hill. James Colton Hill. Rebecca T. Hines. Eileen Hin. Julie Lan An Huang. Sunny Huang. Connor Patrick Hogan. Nikhil Samashwar Hala. Michaela Christine Hollis. Alexis Denise Hooper. Kayla Elizabeth Hope. Forrest Brody Hosey. Alexandra Catherine House. Rhea Hudud. Carl Hughes. Denisha Hewley. Crystal Hertalt. Carolyn Wanjiru Ichura. Lynn Mina Amakchichin. Sifanabang Inyang. Farhan Ishak. Marie France Isidore. Naija Talisma Ismail. Brandon Jackson. Katara Romaine Jackson. Michaela Jackson. Shaquila Janet Jackson. Morgan Jacobs. Taylor Jacoby. Chiwarnisa Sarah Jakazi. Jamila Jamal. Rachel Ann Jarbo. Christine Marie Javed. Rode Armel Jean-Jacques. Fumi Lola Jimmy Luba. Kimberly K. Jensen. Melissa Nicole Jensen. Catherine S. Joe. Vidya John. Caitlin Ruth Johnson. Janae R. Johnson. Lauren Nicole Johnson. Rolanda Johnson. Allison Nicole Jones. Brianda Jones. Elise T. Jones. Jasmine Abriana Jones. Barbara Ann Joseph. Laura Margaret Joseph. Madhu Joshi. Lauren Kristen Joyce. Stephanie Porsche Chan Wan. Christine Natividad Jubilag. Rachel Elizabeth Judge. Tony Lynn Jonios. Madeline Adele Jurch. Ashos Amoemhi Kadiri. Betsy Caberly. Wendla Sida Charles Kagone. Lauren Carr, Rebecca Kaiser, Casey Coleman, Delphine Josephine Kamara, Kayulani Kamala Kayunona Michaelani Kamau, Joshua James Kaminsky, Vianney Kamlu, Amin Riaz Kapadia, Hannah Evans Kaplan, Sangeeta Karki, Anusha Carey, Nabia Kasmani, Paul Evan Katz, Ariana Kavasevich, Srijan Singh KC, Ezine Keki, Leah Hoffman Keller, Shatonia Kenyon, Evan Kennedy, Bradley Kern, Cody Kessler, Allison Lee Kite, Hannah Nicole Kim, Megan L. Kincaid, Emily Suzanne Kinch, Caitlin Kinsey, Olivia Knight, Sakira Coffrin, Sarah Kolar, Bernard Matthew Colasar, Michaela Culler, Jared Konikoff, Konika Ko, Bryce Jacob Kramer,
Eric Austin Kreindler,
Caitlin Ann Krell, Amanda Krestos, Rashmi Krishnasamy, Padmini Kucharlapati, Nolan Dale Kinster, Manisha Kumar, Sarah Kurtovich, Babita Susan Kuruvilla, Catherine Kutchbach, Sarah Rachel Quite, Elizabeth Kebabchian, YY Lai, Madeline Lau, Rashita Laumalani, Haley C. Landis, Heather Lanier, Jacqueline Lanceman, Jason Chising Lau, Samantha McConway Law Wild, Isabella Jane Lawandi, Elizabeth J. Lawton, Elizabeth Claire Lehman, New Quinn Trong Lei, Aaron Leisure, Iman Lee, Veronica Marie Escalona Leipold, Maisha Leonard, Mariana Leone, Kalia Gabrielle Laverette, Amutra Deanna Levine, Barbara Lewis, Annie Elizabeth Lynn, Jahina T. Littles, Asada Mamadou Lowe, Abigail Loden, Marin Lopez Rios, Elise Bodine Lowry, Shui Wei Lu, Valerie Luzi, Brandon Michael Lee, Kim Dao Lee, MD, Luna B.B. Lee, Melody Unlin, MD, Catherine Scott McDonald, Sarah McDonald, Sophia Machado, Melanie A. Mackin, Delaney McMath, Ali McStudy, Zainab Mahmood, Matthew George Manolo, Aditi Mankodi, Tequila Tavokias Manning, Catherine Marcon, Isvita Hamant Marfadia, Swetha Satisha Marapuri, Bria Julie Marlowe, Jessica Arlene Marshall, Carlo Martinez, Kayla Martin, Nandi Masak, Michelle Matoke, Ramona N. Maurice, Alexandra Ryan McAuliffe, Rachel M. McCarthy, Shara Briggs McClure, Melody McElroy, Bailey McGowan, Megan Erin McGrady, Mercedes Victoria McMahon, Rachel Elisa Mahaffey, Danielle K. Maiden, Shayna Malanafi, Luca Antonio Melendez, Megan Melnick, Lydia Mendelson, Anwar Enrique Mendez, Rachel Ann Mendoza, Michelle Carol Meanley, Catherine Mergen, Allison Meski, Mark Stephen Meservi, Megan Bear Mezak, Patience Malanga, Grace Elizabeth Mikas, Mary Lou Hodrick Millabu, Jamie Elizabeth Minchin,
James Chandler Mink,
Nicole A. Mintz, Ariana Diana Miskin, Samantha Mistar, Camila Mitchell, Rena Mew, Morsal Muhammad Akbar, Hayat Muhammad, Zinat Muhammad, Hina Muhammad, Anna Maria Dana Moldavianu, David Momtaz, Natasha Alexandria Monroe, Keisha Elizabeth Montalmont,
Janice Alcaraz Montaliano,
Michelle N. Moore, Samantha Dawn Moore, Allison Morrow, Mark Mafasa, Ruana Melissa Mugeli, Babu Muhammad, Marie Josie Kabu Mulaweyi, Danielle Orlandi Munn, Amrita Murali, Deepa Murali, Megan G. Murdoch, Charisse Murray, Nangendo Virginia Muzok, Jody Macio, Ala Mustafa, Sydney Lorraine Myers, Kimberly S. Nali, Asma M. Namuz, Mustafa Nasir, Lauren Nicole Nath, Elizabeth Marie Neely, Ronald Nieper, MD, Laka Matiko Nugasa, Hunter Thomas Newbarth, William Newell, Eno Tani Nuti Nkage, Kimberly Wynn, Crystal Tan Tao Wynn, Tracy Wynn, Chinwendu Nicolette Ngawadam, Bresnelt Nicholas, Sarah Yoshimi Nishijima, Monique Matebi Najinda, Grazia Lepira Nkongolo, Matthew Sumchith Norarong, Ahmed Noridin, Mara Novak, Solomon Borabari Untor, Swathi Trimula Nuli, Samantha Erin Nussbaum, Jessica Andana Wachaku, Sierra Christina Oates, Tara Rose O'Donnell, Oluwatosin M. Ogunsola, Victoria O'Halloran, Susan E. Homa Ojuku, Ogana C. Okeki, Edner Etiano Okech, Tiffany Latanya Olds, Karina Elena Olivo Holtzel, Justina A. Omari, Regan Francis O'Mara, Margaret O'Neill, Rebecca Lynn Ortego, Aiden F. Tony Wilhelm, Angel Obuno Lua Oyadeli, Shagufta Pabani,
Mary Margaret Pays,
Kira Payez, Parvati Panakal, Venkatesh Pandey, Shreya Bhavi Panya, Aishna Panjwani, Kelly Parisi, Natasha S. Parker, Tierra Parker, Na Adali Parker Alati, Harsh Patel, Nan Vinod Patel, Parak Patel, Sahil Manish Patel, Shreyam Shumant Patel, Brooke Patterson, Gopika Gashore Patwa, Alicia Paul, Morgan Amber Payne, Morgan Pierce, Sonia L. Pearson, Tiffany Ray Peoples, Molly Perini, Ajay Prasad, Elizabeth Peters, Brittany Peterson, Jessica Payton, Stephanie L. Phillips, Andrea Renee Picarello, Joseph Piccolo, Tara D. Pinto, Carolyn J. Plamunden, Sarah Abigail Paul, Matthew A. Paulman, Heather Posner, Harsha M. Pradeep, Vedalakshmi Shanavahala Prasad, Sarah Carey Prescott, Alex Johanna Manzi Przansky, Kiara Chrysaline Price, Radhika Puri, Danish Kadir, Carolyn Annalise Rack, Danielle Raha Jason, Cheyenne Ron, Shalini Sharada Reicher, Sarah Bryn Rainey, Anika Raja, Saumya Rajamohan, Shamodi Hansamali Rajapakse, Adni Lee Rakatoni Aina, Dikshita Ramana Rayanan, Hasmin Crystal Ramirez, Raquel Alejandra Ramirez, Raghav K. Ranga, Gatu Panisri Rao, Jean Olivier Raphael, Regan Rapp, Ambika Rautre, Megan Renee Reyes, Amanda Catherine Reese,
Casey Ray Rainier,
Danielle Riley, Daisy Reyes, Joseph Gilbert Rather, Beverly Marie Richardson, Natasha Richardson, Marietta Richmond, Miko Rich Voorhees, Jacqueline Alicia Ringrose, Isabel Giovanna Rios, Aaliyah Roberts, Brandy Roberts, Carly Ruth Purcell Roberts, Janan Robinson, Imelda Rocha, Eleanor Rodriguez Rassi, Connor Rohrbach, Kyle Roney, Jack Lewis Ruker, Chanel Armani Ross, Claire Roy, Rachel Rubach, Adam Rudofker, Carissa Russo, Jessica Lynn Sadler, Courtney Jane Sadler, Jillian Beth Sadler, J.D., Varsha Sahu, Rashda Saima, Aisha Salami, Ghalam Farouk Salangi, Roberto Saldana, Oluwatobi Naomi Samobei, Ankita Samant, Gary Anthony Sardin Jr., Alexandra Schler, Hannah Schmidt, Megan D. Schreier, Shauna Schuline, Elisa Lynn Sedlow, Mayan Cernani, Demary Lee Sace, Miriam Isabella Sergi, Margot Ray Seiler Schmidt, Hatim Shafiq, Jawadallah Shafiq, Jumil Shah, Faiza Shah, Fatima Sadia Shah, Priyanka Shahani, Disha Shahani, Danish bin Naveed Shams, Jacqueline Marie Shaw, Amber Shergill, Courtney Shabali, Rachel Shilix, Anisha Shrestha, Jasmia Shropshire, Sanali Abe Shukla, Rachel Silber, Alexandra Sims, Sharani V. Sims, Roman Singh, J. Peter Soroprokord, Cindy Sok-Su, Elizabeth Ann Smith, Lindsay Marie Smith, Sheer Kaplan, Veena Smith Ramakrishnan, Caitlin Ruth Snyder, Aubrey Morgan Snyder, Mark Harlan Secting, Kimberly Francine Soffin, Emily Elizabeth Sokol, Lair Saleri, Christian Jonah Soto, Vaizeman Suvarnarath, Dominique Spadavecchia, Cassidy Nevada Spence, Gabriella Spencer, Dayanada Srinivasan, Pavitra Srinivasan, Sahina Srivastav, Christine St. Pierre, Regina Elizabeth Stanton, Amanda Caitlin Stark, Claire M. Starling,
Alexander Steiner,
Khadijah Nuri Stephen, Amanda Stevens, Sarah Lloyd Stevenson, Alicia Lewis Stillman, Katie Stimler, Angelina Catherine Stokes Wickersham, Casey K. Storm, Asha Morgan Staval, Brennan Parmalee Streck, Ray Suarez,
Anjali Subramanian,
Bayan Suleiman, Courtney A. Sullivan, Lauren M. Sullivan, Priyanka Rubiana Sundar, Megan Lee Swope, Natcha Tabkin, Manukasai Talari, Megan Ray Taylor, Bill Tan, Corrine Elizabeth Tarantino, Janique Taylor, Julia Taylor, Jessica Teeter, Liu A. Tekelmichael, Daisha Temni, Fasea Tasu Tessima, Robel Tesfai, Ellen Cara Thomas, Patricia Lorraine Thomas, Adriana Leanne Calvador Thompson, Ariana Stacy Thompson, Ashley Danielle Thompson, Megan Christine Thompson, Ellen Che Thompson, Erica Grace Tibbles, Carolina Torres Lacouture, Sophia Ann Toso, Bianca Tran, Jennifer Jane Tremblay, Karen Elizabeth Trenti, Erica Trimnell, Po Ying Seng, Emma M. Turin, Naomi Gabrielle Turner, Preeti Terpusima, Tyrell L. Tyler, William Tyndall, Olivia Umarin, Stephanie Ann Urdanita, Kenneth Namdi Uwaje, Emmanuel Varkbe, Yasmin Lee Vaughn, Kevin LaFawn Vailard, Anna Velkin, Kashik Praveen Venkatesh, Colby Vergalido, Anthony Verone, Stacy Brooke Vieira, Christine Vo, Kyle M. Vols, Teja Narendra Vayavahari, Wangui M. Wayaki, Hiba Wajid, Imani Walcott, Eleni Nicole Walker, Jarvis J. Walker,
David Wallace,
Jane Victoria Wallace, Elizabeth S. Wang,
Flora Ming-Yi Wang,
Ayan A. Warfa, Ndewa Miriam Maya Wasa, Tashandra Waters, Elizabeth Marie Weaver, Shelby Quinn Weaver, Deanna Elizabeth Wedding, Julia Weil, Heidi Rochelle Weimer, Clayton Harry Weingartner, Julie Ann Weld, Mark Wenstrom, Megan Werbick, Alexa Stelling Werner, Carly West, Noah Westfall, Wyatt Wade Whitegoat, Nichelle Chantil Whitlock, Jeffrey Vincent Wilkes, Anissa Nicole Williams, Desiree Williams, Jenna Nicole Williams, Kristen Williams, Elisa Jacqueline Willis, Lauren A. Wills, Jacob Ian Gaber Whitbrod, Natalie Wodniak, Alexandra Wolf, Rachel Marie Wolf, Kay Nicole Woods, Jenna Woodward, Deja Wortham, Allison Mary Reedon, Jeffrey Wu, Michelle Hae-Yoon Yang, Carla Melanie York, Jennifer Shryock Young, Rachel E. Young, Aliza Mortaza Youssef, Emily Ann Zagnit, Zohab Zahir, Alicia Faith Zioli, Sarah K. Zia, James Zimmerman, Megan Zimmerman, Laura Zoll.
I now present the candidates for Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science.
Elisa Rane Adelphin, Haley Ann Ollett, Grace Louise Brazralian, Amina Marissa Ben-Solom, Uma Bhatt, Sanika Chandra Binjawat, Megan Elizabeth Burton, Anna Isabel Campos, Hannah Elizabeth Cohen, Margaret Coogan, Helen Andressi D'Angelo, Chloe Elizabeth Davis, Anna Lauren Failer, James McKay Gabrielson Jr., Natalie Ann Gadalita, Allison Alicia Gavigon, Jonathan Halbo, Maya Rose Handelsman, Emily Young Kim, James Richard Lamar Jr., Nicole Josephine Lewis, Iona Insok Manzuratos, Nancy Walid Najjar, Kyle Ray Nalawicki, Olivia Norman, Catherine Riley Perkins, Ashley Mariano Ramas Cajas, Sarah Genevieve Rothenberg, Abby Elizabeth Ruste, Eduardo Salazar Bernal, Ali Adele Sarhan, Eleni Serna, Sidnor Leila Campbell Shahab, Jordan Sherman, Natalie Marie Silberman Jr., Precious Monet Smith, Nicholas Stephen Stathudakis, Annie Tafaro, Sasha Haley Tolliver, Nasim N. Tuel, Jonathan Vicente, Sydney Isabella Welch, Shang-Chi Hagen Wong,
Nutrition Science,
Bethany Batistich, Eileen Chowdhury, Alexandra R. Constantinides, Nathaniel Lee Hammond, Lindsay Ann Calamaz, Jordan Mackenzie Kilgallen, Jillian Morgan, Ali Kareen Nornis, Zoe Ungaro, Anar Pravinsing Parmar, Asher Price, Olivia Rother, Simran Sadwani, Yasaman Salaman, Nikita Vivekanandan,
Public Health,
Mashiat Ahmed, Megana Sayamula, Rachel Maya Amran, Chigozia Constance Anyanwu, Isabella Athrachi, Hunter Ashton Barr, Michaela Bartley, Saleha Catherine Bayat, Morgan Birdie, Hannah A. Blandon, Emma Rose Bodwell, Carolyn Helena Brandt, Mackenzie Lee Burke, Grace Cannell, Carolyn Capoluto, Jennifer Esmeralda Carbonell Estepan, Bridget Carl, Ruby Analea Pake Cheresnowski, Michelle Kushbu Christian, Sydney K. Chu, Danielle Haya Chopran, Braden Max Cohen, Cassandra Marie Kalazi, Emma Catherine Kramer, Genevieve Braun DeVoe, Dana Chu Donovan, Rachel Claire Draplin, Julia Ann Eck, Farzine Farhad, Ilsa Brown Furlan, Vivica Furness, Alexandra Faleco, Zoe Gordon Finley Foote, Lindsay Louise Gallagher, Mayat Germa Geber Mariam, Macy Gimble, Jennifer Rosario Gomez, Jackson Keith Grimes, Marilena Guerra, Allison Henry, Allison Mary Harity, Mairead Claire Higgins, Emily Pearl Hill, Bailey Benedict Hoagland, Mary Grace Holloway, Mariah Horton, Shay Elizabeth Howe, Lucas Scott Hyde, Mariam Jandra, Yash Anil Katarki, Joseph Kazansiolu, Serwa Kessie, Hope Ember Kim, Natalie Yoonhee Kim, Lauren Marie Casella, Dongwook Ko, Ria Corday, Ariana Kaufman, Dana Kraus, Sanika Kulkarni, Melissa Lamb, Nakoshi Lamti Mills, Julianne Jewoli, Olivia Jane Lucani, Kathleen Hope McCarthy, Kathleen Truve McGovern, Layla Gray Murphy,
Margaret Lang Nelson,
Rachel Ornstein, Bronwyn Pellish, Vanessa Pierce, Nadia Ravensburg, Elizabeth Rhodes, Zena Safo, Lane Schachter, Anusha Savendra, Lila Lom Solomanu, Elizabeth Sun, Grace Laura Tater, Julia Mona Tellman, Anna Tevzadze, Alexandra Jessie Thompson, Lucia Ruby Trujillo, Inara Valiani, Lucy Gray Valteris, Fletcher Gregory Vilt, Alina Nicole West, Lee Jae Woo, Julia Xavier, Ju Chunji Xia, Carolyn Ann Young, Veronica Mariana Zutik,
Thank you, Dean Thorpe. Congratulations to the Milken Institute School of Public Health class of 2021. There has never been a moment in my lifetime where the work of public health is more critical. We must not be discouraged by the challenges we face. We can pull together and get through this. We have already proven that we can. We must seize the opportunity of this time in global history to rebuild our communities and public health. I look forward to the day when we can again celebrate in person together. All 2021 graduates are invited back to DC when we are able to celebrate you in person on the National Mall. We will be sharing details when they become available. And now, each department is hosting their own special virtual celebrations. Thanks to all of you for making this virtual celebration a reality, and congratulations once again to the class of 2021.